Hello and welcome to Spur the Hunt 365. My name is DJ Hinky. Today we are going to be looking at an issue that I have with this Hatson Escort. This is the DF12 model. Bought this about 2 months ago and I was really excited to get out and shoot it. It shot great for a little while, about 30 rounds. I got 30 rounds downrange and now this thing is not firing. I'm not sure why, but let's dig into it. So we'll have somewhat of a disassembly video and hopefully a repair video, figure out why this isn't firing. Okay, went ahead and removed the sling and the optic. We're going to get straight into this. Just like an AR-15, first thing you're going to want to do is push out these pins. Now this is still new shotgun, so it's a little stiff. So I just use that tool to push this back. Now once you clear this, there is tension. You can see this pops open here on the back. There's tension because of the buffer spring that's in the back of the shotgun. There's a little bracket on there that actually pushes back into the buffer spring that causes that gap when you first do it. So when you break this apart, you want to push up on the front, on the upper, and twist down on the lower, like that. Otherwise, this back here on the back, this is inside the buffer tube and it will not let you go up with it. Like most ARs break up, this one, the barrel has to go up rather than the back of it. Alright, the next thing you want to do is take this guard off, and if you are using this particular choke, go ahead and take it off. Now this does come with the shotgun, but you want to take that off because of the lip on the top of it. It actually interferes with taking this off. So now that's out of the way, because as you can see, this wheel, or this can rather, if I can get that in there, the other chokes will actually fit down inside here and you won't have that extended piece on your standard chokes. Alright, before you take this off, make sure that you put the shotgun down on top of a table, because the moment that you take this off, all your hardware inside here is going to slide out the back of the shotgun. So make sure you got it up on the table. I'll try to get this where you can see it real quick. So I just pop that loose. That just slides off. And again, make sure that you got this on a table, because this whole inner assembly comes right off. Basically just a hand guard right here. You can set that to the side. But if you got that on the edge of a table and you release that, it's going to fall on the floor. Alright, next we're going to remove this nut in there, and that just slides right off. Now what you want to do now is take and push back here and separate. You actually see there's got these little pins in here, the ring that holds it on. So just pull those out, and now you can just slide all this off. Okay, now we got to this stage. Using the tool that it comes with, you need to take this locking ring off of here. With the shotgun setting upright like this, you're going to do a counterclockwise turn just to break that loose, and then you can just do it by hand. And then this will come off, and then now your barrel is actually released. Then you just twist it, barrel slides out, flip it over, pull out the charging handle. All it is a little ball that sits inside this groove here. So you got out there a little resistance, but just go ahead and give it a good yank. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. And then it all slides apart. And that is how you take down the Hatson Escort DF12. We're going to figure out what's wrong with it, clean it up, and hopefully that's all there is to figuring out why this isn't firing. So while I was cleaning this thing out, I did notice that this particular piece, it has that channel right there that this is supposed to set in, and as you can tell, it's not in that. So I'm going to actually put this in the channel and put the shotgun back together and see, because what I'm wondering is because of the fact that this got dislodged, is that not allowing the actual shotgun to set in the battery. Alright, now for the fun part, putting it back together so that it works. Alright, so as you can see, the charging handle actually gets set inside here. So when you're putting this on here, go ahead and line those up. That just sets in there like so. And there's only one way this can go in, because the back side is like that. So the only way it can go in is here. Slide that in. Go ahead, grab your charging handle, making sure that the dimple is on the bottom. Put that in there. Go ahead and set that in, and now you got that back together. Taking the barrel, slide this all the way back so that way it stays out of the way of your barrel, makes it easier for you. And then you just kind of work that into place. Once that's in place, go ahead, grab your locking ring, put it back on, locking tool. Go ahead and tighten that down. Alright, now with the locking ring in place, go ahead and grab this, making sure that it lines up with the holes down here. This piece goes on over it. One with the threads with that locking ring that was not in the right spot, go ahead and put that over that. Now when you get to this point here, when this hits this piece here, you're gonna have to push that over. There's gonna be resistance. This doesn't stop right here. Go ahead and push that down over that. That way you can get to this gap right here where these rings go into. So make sure you're gonna have to push that down. Go ahead. Putting those in place. Go ahead and bring the other ring over. Now you're going to have to push up on that to get that to line up to the threads. Once you got that on, you can go ahead and grab your forearm. Slide the barrel into it. Now, as you can tell, it's kind of funny, so you basically got to play with it till it gets inside the right channel. Goes into place there. This guy over the top. Then you can either go ahead and put your choke on if you want to, or you can wait till later. That part doesn't much matter. We're going to go ahead and put it on. Okay, now for the lower receiver. So if your hammer is forward, you're going to push that hammer back till it clicks. That way it's out of the way when you go to actually put this in here. This has got to fit inside this small slit here while getting around this back piece here. So push the charging handle and the group all the way forward. Putting the back end first in, and then close it back in, and then your pins will slide right back in. Should be good. Good to go. Alright, let's take it out, see if she'll work. Alright, now that we got her all back together, let's see if she runs. That works for me. So the issue that we had was it wasn't going in the battery because of a set ring inside here that was getting in the way and not allowing this to get set all the way in the battery. So quick, easy fix. Not too thrilled that that happened within the first 100 rounds, but we'll keep running it and keep you informed.